We are back with our sponsors now from Top Shoes. We have Bart Dickinson in of New Balance here to talk about some great footwear for back to school, for whatever you need. And yes, it was he that lifted the 200 pounds.
No, it was Luke.
It was, maybe it was Luke. I don't know. You look so much alike. I had my money on you for it. Wasn't like it was anything, right?
Oh, it probably weighed, I don't think it's quite 200 pounds, but it was pretty heavy.
But you're here to talk about New Balance, back to school shopping this weekend especially, for the tax-free weekend.
Yes, and we want to start with just telling how important it is to get your feet measured for kids, to take care of their feet. I brought a few styles out, but I also wanted to show, I took an impression of Luke's foot here. But so we do the inserts for kids if they're having foot problems, if they need extra support. We can do the same thing for adults that we do for kids, where we take an impression of their feet and we actually make them an insole that, we take the factory insole out and replace it with the one we make for kids.
Pretty cool.
So if they're having, we even see kids now having plantar fasciitis.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's from either wearing too many like flip-flops and things in the summertime, or maybe not stretching properly, like you just had that segment.
Right.
We forget that kids don't play as much as they used to, maybe in the summertime, and so they forget to stretch, and so we see a lot of foot injuries as back to school starts.
Right. They're at home on those devices, and they're not using the feet, and then they get going back to school and sometimes problems.
Exactly.
And their foot grows so much at that age, right?
Yeah, and that's why we stress measuring the feet. We brought a measuring device just to show you, and we also we stock lots of widths. So we have, not only can you get this shoe just in a size 2, but you can get this shoe in a 2 wide or 2 extra wide if you need it. So we've got different widths for the kids' feet. So that's important too, to make sure that the shoe's not too tight.
Yeah.
I also brought socks, which is kind of funny, but kids have smelly feet.
Really? You know what?
Times,
grown-ups do too, but kids do too.
Well, a lot of times it's from wearing cotton socks, and these socks do not have any cotton in them. They're made to wick moisture, to keep the foot drier, and also keep it more healthy. And that makes a big difference. They're a little more expensive than cotton socks, but they last a lot longer, and you don't have that odor problem.
It's worth the investment, right?
I also brought gear bombs, which these are like you drop in your shoe or your gym bag, and it puts out a nice odor, kind of like an air freshener. It also absorbs a lot of moisture, like the sweat and things out of stuff, so it gives it a fresh smelling feeling.
It fights that odor for you a little bit. And then what is this?
These are bungee laces, and some kids struggle with tying their shoes. These are like elastic cords that you can put in any shoe, and they got lots of colors. I just brought this bright orange, but you can put it in place of laces. So if the lace-up shoes do give better support than the Velcro, but we still have some kids that struggle with tying their shoes.
Right.
So you can put these in there as an option, and this keeps the shoe from coming untied, and the kid can still slip it on and off pretty easy.
They can still do it themselves until they learn to tie the bow, and maybe it makes them want to put their shoes on, because we're always saying put your shoes on, right?
Yeah, and they can personalize it a little bit by a different color. They can buy a bright, you can buy a gray shoe and put a bright orange shoelace in it to match your school color.
Accessorize in a way.
That's right.
Okay, you brought Luke in. Luke's going into the 3rd grade. Is that what you told me?
Yes.
All right. Had a good summer? Okay, and he's modeling for us. Tell us about his shoes.
Well, he's got the 990 on, and that's one of our kind of iconic styles that New Balance has had. It comes in lots of widths, and it goes from a baby infant all the way up to adult size. I've actually got the same shoe on an adult, but it's one of our most supportive shoes that we have at the New Balance store. It comes in different colors, but it's kind of our iconic shoe that we're known for.
Yeah. And when you come to your store, you really get that kind of service that you don't get other places, where you're just going in and picking out a shoe, and you don't know if that's the right one for your kid's foot or not.
Right. We want you to know we take the time, to help you find the shoe that's going to help your child the best. Even if they're a young adolescent and they're not in kids' shoes anymore, but they're going into the adult sizes because they've outgrown the kids' sizes, we want to help them too get the right shoe.
There you go. Mom and Dad, when you're out shopping too, you can pick up these, and it'll be great for Mom, who's going to be busy running the kids around soccer games.
Take advantage of that tax-free for Mom too.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as it hits those requirements.
That's right. That's
$100 and under, I think, and you've got a lot of shoes for that.
Yes,
for sure. All right, tell everybody where you are. Several locations. Of course.
Yeah, we have the New Balance stores, and there's one in Little Rock on Highway 10, and there's one in Hot Springs and on Malvern Avenue. It's our new store, and then we also have Top Shoes, and you can get New Balance there there too, as well as other brands we have there. But we really love the New Balance brand, and we've carried it at Tops for years, and that's why we opened up New Balance only stores.
Very good, great, and some exclusive brands that you can find only there too,
yes,
as well. All right, Luke, have a great time back at school, but enjoy those last few days of summer too. Okay, thanks for coming today. Thank you, Bart. We appreciate it. I know you'll be busy this weekend. Okay, up next, it is time for Renee to find out about some of those movies